Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. In today's video, we'll look at another small fighter. This one is a very odd one with a strange name, and it's called the Coffin Dagger Attack Saucer, which is this lovely thing that I'm currently sitting inside of. This is a very round ship that features 4 autocannons, we've got 2 non-reloadable rocket launchers, and a very compact design that only uses hydrogen thrusters. So for a quick look around the outside before we go through the F10 menu, this is what it is. As you can see, we do have a bit of utility in the form of an ore detector. We've got beacons on here, and we should be able to scoot around at high speeds. We'll go and scout asteroids while being protected from any kind of pesky drones. But anyway, pressing F10 and find this in the spawn menu. The Coffin Dagger Attack Saucer is 360 small blocks using the Dagger block number 3 and Sparks of the Future DLC packs. We see we've got no other information whatsoever, so we'll simply give us a thumbs up, run towards the very front, and have a proper look around the outside despite not really needing to do so after that small intro. We're going to fly around for a bit, test the guns on this little ship sitting in the distance, and I think that'll be that. So for the very front of the Coffin Dagger, this is what we get. And well, we've got a bunch of white steel blocks to make up the main body of this vehicle, within a reddish pinkish cockpit, a cap cockpit for you to drive this thing around. Within CR4 autocannons splash your enemies with our 2 non-reloadable rocket launchers on both sides. Moving down to here within CR hydrogen thrusters help slow this thing down with a lone spotlight in a red colouring to light up the darkness. Putting my lighter coming further down to here we go. It's got us a conveyor cap sitting on the bottom of our cap cockpit just to hide up that connection point. Then moving all the way up and onto the side. There we go, that's all we can see from this side. So it's a fantastic use for armoured panels in the white colouring, just adding as small fins. And all the way down to here, here's your ore detector. Around towards the back, as we saw, we've got 1 large hydrogen thruster, within 4 small ones which should give us a nice lot of speed. Over there, it's your beacon. Down to here, once again, we've got ourselves a conveyor cap, just on the bottom of that large hydrogen thruster. There's your O2H2 generator. There's another large hydrogen thruster to move you up in space. A bunch of hydrogen tanks, a bunch of interior lights, a strip of hazard skin. And towards the front there, there's the bottom of our cockpit with the cap on top. But moving over to here, where our reloadable rocket launcher is currently sitting, we can see a lone little battery to give it a bit of power, a secondary battery up to here, and of course on the opposite side could be the exact same. There's another battery, and the second one next to the rocket launcher. And moving all the way up and looking down, there we go, that's all we can see with this one. So we've got ourselves another cap sitting on top of our hydrogen thruster, which is the one from the bottom, so all the way down. That one right there. Anyway, back to the top, looking at it like so. We then got another cap just covering up our conveyor, which is going to be linking over to that hydrogen thruster. There's the top of our O2H2 generator, there's some more hydrogen tanks, some more small hydrogen thrusters to move us down. Then onto the side over to here we go, so we've got some more for our left and right. To the opposite side, there we go. And I think that's about it for the outside, other than this section right here, which is a very odd choice for a spaceship. And that is a spoiler. Yes, we've got a fancy little spoiler to race around with, and I'm sure that'll do something on a planet, which is there for some decoration. And with that, that's that for the outside of the Coffin Dagger, and for what it is, for how small and compact it is, it looks bloody fantastic, and they put a lot of great use to the armoured panels all the way around this thing. But yes, grabbing hold of my character, bring up the HUD, these are the controls we get, so we've got 1 tab to go through, where number 1's going to be for our autocannons to fire them all together, there we go. Number 2's then for our rocket launchers, where it's simply a press to fire, so we do not switch weapons and use our mouse, simply press number 2, and out goes the rockets. Anyway, number 3's for your beacon, turn them on and off. Number 4's then for your ore detector, turn that on and off. Number 5's for the spotlight at the front, turn that on and off. Number 6 for your batteries to auto or recharge. Number 7's then for your hydrogen tanks to stockpile on and off. Number 8's then for your hydrogen thrusters, turn them on and off. And then number 9's finally for that connector right down here, just hidden away behind those armoured panels to lock and unlock it. And with that, that's that for the controls. So now we've got to fly this thing around, then we're going to test out the guns on the chip right behind me, see what kind of damage we can deal. So moving forwards, this is what we get, and as you expect, we are bloody fast. Coming to a stop, we're a little bit slower, but it's not too bad at the end. In fact, it's bloody fantastic for charging along towards your base. She will stop in a good amount of time. But of course, you can always move forwards, up to 100 meters per second, do a 180, and there we go, we'll stop a lot quicker. Anyway, letting that come to a stop, moving left. And moving right, again, we've got some nice speed with that. Nowhere near as fast as moving forwards or backwards. Moving down should be the same. There we go. And then moving up. There we are, we're now nice and fast, which feels about as fast as moving forwards. In fact, it feels faster than moving forwards. So there is that. And then for gyroscope controls in the first person view, here we come all the way around. So like many small fighters, this thing's got basically no weight on it whatsoever. So as soon as we move it around, it feels very, very sensitive. where if you start to move it, it feels like it's going to follow all the way through, where you turn around, let go of the mouse, it's still going to follow it through slightly, so do be aware that if you are shooting a fast moving target. And then turning my attention back over the ship, getting a little bit closer, and then firing some rocket launchers into the side there. I'm shooting the autocannons. There we go, in third person view, just shooting it. Would be good to have the camera on here so we can precisely aim the guns, but still in the first person view, with the way this cockpit has been set up, it's all perfectly fine at the end of the day. If now just press number 2 while shooting our autocannons into those little cargo pods, and that's a video for another day. And we're going to come all the way around towards the back of this thing, and shoot into the thrusters. Oop, that's the wrong button. And there we go. So yes, this thing can do a nice bit of damage, but again, one good shot to the top of this or the bottom of this from say a rocket launcher or a railgun, and it is going to split into pieces, because it's basically just that hydrogen thruster in the middle holding it all together. So do be aware that when you are going into combat, and if you start to see a railgun charging up, might be a good idea to skedaddle away. But with that, that's pretty much it for the Coffin Dagger has to offer. It's a fantastic looking ship, nice bit of firepower on there. You can use it in fire mode if you do want to have a small fighter for that. You might want to replace the rocket launchers on the side with say a reloadable version, or just use it as a last ditch effort, and just manage to load it up when you're back at base. But to finish off this video, what we're going to do now is just charge straight into that little ship in the distance, and I think that'll be that for this video. So charging all the way forwards. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and there we go, a nice big explosion into the back of that large hydrogen thruster. What has happened to the small ship? Not too much. It looks like we have destroyed that large hydrogen thruster and small blocks going along with it. But for the ship itself, we lost some hydrogen tanks, we lost 2 of our autocannons, we can still fire them, and we have lost both our rocket launchers. We can still fly this thing around in most directions, and still fly, go back to our base, repair it all up, and live to fight another day. Because like I said, that's pretty much it for the ship. There'll be a link to its description below to sit down and play around yourself. I highly recommend you do, as well as a link to the Skybox I'm currently using. I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.